Welcome to our WJFW special, Immersed in Van Gogh. Throughout this program, WJFW's Kpozorski will speak with Sarah Mayo from the Wisconsin Center, visitors to the exhibition, as well as two Northwoods artists, Christine Elfrey and Ann Weisbrot. Here now is Kpozorski.
Hello, and thank you for watching our Newswatch 12 special, Immersed in Van Gogh. In a few minutes, we will explore beyond Van Gogh, the immersive experience which has grabbed the attention of art and technology lovers all across the country. But first, let's familiarize ourselves with who Vincent van Gogh was, as well as the legacy his works still have on our world today. Born on March 30th, 1853, Vincent van Gogh was a son of a Dutch minister father, Theodorus, and mother Anna. Vincent also had 5 siblings, Theo, Cor, Elizabeth, Anna, and Will. From almost all accounts, Vincent was an emotional child who could never find a true calling. According to the Van Gogh Gallery, Vincent spent the early years of his life working unsuccessfully as a clerk in a bookstore, an art salesman, and a preacher. During his time as an art salesman, Vincent traveled around Europe, from France to England, as well as Belgium and the Netherlands. It was after Van Gogh was transferred back to Paris for his final stint as an art dealer where he decided he would give up on art, telling gallery patrons to not buy the worthless art, according to biography.com. He was only 22 years old by this time. Most people these days are barely finishing college education, while Vincent thought he had no future in art. Afterwards, Van Gogh decided to follow in the footsteps of his father as a preacher, but this adventure would prove to be unsuccessful. His brother Theo van Gogh then worked or almost pressured Vincent to become an artist. However, Vincent had no proper training at all. Becoming an artist to Vincent would be similar to being told to run a business without ever having sold anything before. Nevertheless, Theo continued to urge his brother to paint, which led to Theo financially supporting Vincent's art. One of Vincent van Gogh's earliest pieces of art was titled The Potato Eaters, which Van Gogh described as a painting of peasants eating potatoes, saying it was the best thing I did. After being discouraged by the reception of the final work, Vincent decided to ditch the dark and muted colors, moving towards a lighter and brighter palette, which can be seen by his next great work 2 years later in 1887, titled Self-Portrait with Straw Hat. Gone were tones of brown, and in was a rich blue and strokes of yellow. It was then in 1888 where Vincent started to experience a serious mental illness, which led to him becoming delusional and experiencing epileptic attacks. Paul Gauguin was a friend and inspiration of his. Being friends, you could expect a few arguments or fights. However, with Vincent's diminished mental state taking full effect, Van Gogh threatened Gauguin with a knife. After disappearing into the city after their episode, Van Gogh mutilated his ear, then offered it to a prostitute as a gift, according to the Van Gogh Gallery. Because of his diminished mental state, later in the year, Vincent admitted himself into an asylum in southern France. It was at the asylum where his most famous work of art, The Starry Night, was created. Vincent was provided 2 spaces inside the asylum all to himself, a bedroom on the 2nd floor and a studio space on the ground level to continue his artwork. Due to this living situation, it is said Van Gogh could not see the night sky from the ground floor studio, which only means he would have had to stare out his bedroom window in order to see the night sky, then having to recall what he viewed when the morning came so he could paint. Many art historians have pointed to the distinctive swirls in his work to being related to how he was feeling as a result of his mental state. The Starry Night has been recognized as an extremely valuable work for years, and by being so well known, has also inspired artists to this day. By the time Vincent left the asylum, it was 1890. Vincent was still painting, going on to make about 1 a day for a period of time before he became severely depressed. Then, on July 27, 1890, Vincent van Gogh attempted to take his life by shooting himself in the chest. While he survived the shooting, 2 days later he passed away due to illness brought on by the wound. He was only 37 years old. The story of Vincent van Gogh is well wrapped up by the Van Gogh Gallery, saying Van Gogh's tragic life was filled with mental evils and artistic triumphs, lingers almost becoming that of legend. His work still astounding millions around the world daily. Vincent van Gogh has altered mankind forever, and he believed his life was a terrible failure. Now that we know some background on Van Gogh, we will turn our attention to this amazing exhibit, Beyond Van Gogh, the immersive experience, when we come back.